Hey guys, so I wanted to come on today and share with you my Stampin' Up! Order. I purchased a few things and also got a celebration set that I didn't have yet, so I had enough to purchase or to get for free the blossoming basket, and it comes with a 3D, I think, yeah, this feels like a 3D embossing folder because it's super thick and it's a basket weave folder. This feels like a 3D one. It's very thick. And then the set you see, the stamp set you see here, and a lot of folks have been using this particular set. And then I got some more of the embroidery hoops so that when they are no longer available, I have some in my stash. And then this is my Stamparatus. I actually have more than one, so I'm just going to show you me unboxing one. This one's not open yet. And I'm gonna see if I can set up to show you my using it for the first time. Now, I am a owner of other stamping tools on the market, stamp positioning tools on the market, and this one is very intriguing because I think they may have gotten it right in terms of what's needed by most stampers. So it was in a plastic bubble wrap. I just took that off. And with the Stamparatus, you actually have two platforms. This is the instructions, right? And I've seen videos already on this when it first came out. You don't store your lids on your device, your platform. You store them separately because you don't want the hinges to break. So I'm just going to take that out of the plastic. It comes with two magnets that are stored underneath. This is the great thing. See, this is the thing about Stampin' Up! Tools. They're very well thought out when it comes to things. You can store your magnets, your bar magnets down here. And I'm going to actually, because this is my haul video, or rather my video, I'm going to put some washi tape, well, maybe not that washi tape, on my magnets so that I can get ready to use it. Because I'm going to use it on the video with you, and hopefully I don't make a total fool of myself doing this on video. So, let's see. Am I in camera? I'm just doing this so that they're easier to pick up off the tool. And my what do you call it? My scissors stuck to the magnet for a second there. I'm sorry if I'm not in camera fully because I'm not actually looking at the camera. I'm just gonna fold these over. These magnets are smaller than what I've seen people use for the other tools, and I have some of the larger ones, but you can see that it's pretty strong and you don't want them to touch. So I didn't pick them up at the same time for that reason. Oh, that did it again. So this is some James Davenport washi, which seems to be very sticky. So that's gonna bug me that the other one's not in the middle. But you know what? Sometimes that's life. Oh! Scissors don't stick to the magnet. Okay. We have that going for us. It's not straight again. Again, it's probably going to bug me, but it's on there. So now I can just handle my magnets when I need them, and you're good to go. And so it also has the foam included and a grid that is underneath, like a, I don't want to say, it's not glass, it's probably like a plastic, but the grid is underneath. So there's the foam that comes with it, and you can remove or put it on there. I'm assuming this is for when you have photopolymer or acrylic stamps, and then this would be when you're using the rubber. So there you have it. And it does have feet on the corners. So you can see there's little plastic feet on the corners. Now I'm ready for my lids. So I'm just going to take the plastic off. And I'm not reading the instructions. So there you go. The joints are all plastic. So this is something a little different than another manufacturer does, which is very... I'd hate to break one of these because I'd be very upset with myself. And then the other one is right here. And both of them have the printed grid on the lid of the tool. So you have two lids and they both open. Okay, I just put them on so that the actual texture where you can feel the grid is on the underside, and I hope it doesn't matter. I'm kind of playing with it to see if this one seems to catch on things. I don't know if it's just me. As you turn, oh, it's the same way. And I don't have a lot of space. What you're seeing, oh, I'm not going to push that down. I don't have a lot of space around me. I did not clear the table for this because I'm just, you know, not like that. I just wanted to play. I haven't had a chance to play all week. So I wanted to play for you on camera. And I just made some space up top so that I'm right-handed, so I don't know how this is going to go for me. I'm going to leave the top lid open, and I'm actually going to play with a stamp that is, what do you call it? Layered stamp. It's an alt new stamp set, and you can see it's tulips, very big tulips. And so I'm going to play with this because, number one, the images are huge. Look how big those are. And I have played with this set already. I don't even think I shared this card with you. This is the card I came up with, but you can see how big the tulips are here. And I think that's probably easier for you guys to see. And it's a multi-generational, it's a layered stamp. There's 3 layers for each of the pink sections. And I think for the green, there may be 2 or 3, I'm not sure. So I'm going to use this set simply because it's got large images and I've had some experience playing with it. I may not get it exactly where it needs to be, but that's the whole point of this particular type of platform, is so that you can actually, sorry for the reach, use it for that reason. I don't know if I want to use this upper left corner. I think I want to use in the middle. I don't know. Let me go find my... I'm just grabbing my magnets, guys. My magnets. Okay, so because I cannot see a grid, I'm going to kind of line, or maybe I do want to go to the corner. A lot of people complained about the corner in one of the other platforms, so I'm going to go to the corner. But I'm going to have multiple, what do you call those things? Stamps to ink. So, let me see. You guys, I'm such a mess. I just stuck them to the outside. See, this is the other set in that tulip set. There's actually 2 stamp sets. This one here has the layered, and this one has the outline. So I'm not going to use this one, but I stuck my pieces to this last time I was playing. So you need to have the different, you know, the different, what do you call it, layers. And so this is the one that you put the lightest ink on, and then the medium, and then the dark, because this is the detail one, right? So what I'm going to do is, normally I go with this one first, the one that has the lightest ink, but I'm going to go with the detailed one, the most detailed one. Actually, is it this way? I think it might be this way. Is how it's done. So Hopefully I don't screw this up, guys, because it's going to look real stupid. So, I'm going to do that. And the whole point is that you can have, you know, your different lids can pick up the different layers. So, let me... Actually, I might want to go down here because I'm thinking to myself that if I start at the bottom, I'll have room to move my doors up and down, because that's one of the things that you can do with this. You can take this hinge and put it in the next one down and still stamp. Okay? That way I can just use more of the lid area, because this is a smaller stamp positioning tool than the other one I own, other two I own, I think, in area. So I'm gonna pick this one up and I'm gonna ink it up with the darkest ink. I'm gonna use my Altenew. So I'm going to use these three colors. And this is the darkest one. So I'm going to start with this and go lighter. I think that's what I did last time. So let's just hope this works. And I'm just going to put my, what do you call it? My hand underneath, so I'm not putting pressure on the lid too much. It has some support. And I'm going to go down. So there's one, right? And then I have another flower that I'm going to position. Another stamp to position. So I've done the darkest ink with the shadows and everything. I think that was right. And then I'm going to come in with the next lightest. I need to be able to line this up properly, and I think I have it lined up now. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And I'll pick this up. Okay, and now I'm going to use my medium tone. Again, I'm holding the lid because I don't want to put pressure on the lid and cause it to, you know, to crack or anything like that. So let's hope I did this right. And I can feel there's some like tension right here where this bar magnet's sitting, but it almost feels a little shallow, right? Okay, so there's the second layer. Now the third layer is just, you know, the fill-in color. So let me see if I can get this lined up right, because I don't remember how it goes. Is that right? Oh, I think this is it now. I'm not even putting my head directly over it. I'm trying to keep my head out of the camera. Oh, it's stuck to my finger. I had it right there. Ah! Did it just move on me? My imagination? I don't know if this is right. So you're supposed to line up along the petal like that, which I did it backwards, so I'm not going to be too worried about it, but I did it backwards. It is what it is, right? Okay, so I have that down. So what I'm going to do is, instead of using the lid with the stamp that I already used, I'm going to flip it. and it fits. And I'm just going to press down on the one I'm right above to pick up the stamp. See? So there it is. And then I'm going to use the lightest ink that I have for inking up the solid image. And I like to go around a little bit because with these small cubes, sometimes you'll catch the square edge and it will show up on your stamp, and I don't want to do that. So that's why I'm doing that multiple times. It's not that you really have to, but with the cubes, sometimes you get that square edge and it appears in your stamp because you didn't ink it without that rough, straight edge on there. And I guess you could, there we go. So that looks pretty good. Looks like I missed some spots, so maybe I'll just do it one more time to fill it all in. And it'll probably give it a darker look too. So there it is. Now, as I said before, I have the outline stamp, and I can do that. Sorry guys, I can outline it if I want because I have it, and it would go on top of that. Let's see, yeah, it would go on top of that. I don't know if I want to do that. I haven't used it yet, but it seems kind of interesting to try and try and put that in there, because I can. The whole point is you have lots of surfaces to utilize on your platform. Let's do it. Okay. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna, I know I won't end up positioning it in the exact same spot, but that doesn't matter because what I want to do is show you the fact that you have plenty of room for it. Okay, so let me get it in the right spot before I switch the lids. So it's in the right spot, I think. And you guys know on the top lid I had one, so I'm just going to flip it around. And so now I can pick up this particular stamp and use something else to outline. I don't know if I have my black in here. Let me use a gray. I don't know if it's going to look good, but I'm going to use a gray. That might be too dark. That might be too light. What is this one? Industrial. This is just for example purposes. So I'm going to run my hand over the stamp for a second here so that I know it's going to be better if I do that. Kind of condition the stamp a little bit with my oils from my skin to accept the ink. I mean, I'm using a stamp positioner. It's not like I can't go back, but this is the outline, so I want to make sure that it gets on there. I haven't used this stamp yet, so it'll be interesting to see how it turns out. Because the dark outline was what I was kind of not wanting, but you never know. That's the whole point of having that stamp in the first place, is to have it. I don't know if I do that again. So there it is. And you can see the layers. And then you can see, you know, I just demoed this Stamparatus without me having used it before. That was the first time I've ever used one. So let me take that out, and I'm gonna, well, let me flip that over like that. I'm gonna show you a comparison of size because I have my other tools here. So let me take this door off. I don't want that to break, so there's pressure. So here's the actual Stamparatus, right? It is 8 inches by 8 inches, I believe. Yep. And I have my Misty right here. So this is a Misty. I changed the stickers. I even have some die cuts already in here. Here's the size. This is the regular size Misty. So it is the same from top to bottom, but it isn't as wide, obviously. And it's open on this side and the bottom, so you can actually have larger pieces of paper. So that's the Misty. And then my other tonic one is right here. And you can see that this one is definitely smaller, right? This is nice for traveling, I think. So that's going to be nice to use. So you can see here, it's probably a good 2-3 inches shorter on this side, and maybe an inch and a half on that side. And in terms of weight, so because this is smaller, I would expect it to be lighter. This is definitely the heaviest, this tonic one. And compared to the Misty, let's see. They feel about the same, to be honest. And I got a scale right here, so it's kind of interesting that I do have a scale because I use it for packaging. Let me turn it on. With magnets and everything. And I'm going to add the second lid on there. I know I've got my stamps in it. 1.11. So that was 1.11 ounces. And then the Misty is 1.4. So the Misty is lighter. You know, I couldn't tell, but yeah, the Misty is lighter, even though it is a little bit larger than the Stamparatus. So anyway, that is my unboxing. And I'm sorry I'm getting my arm up in here. You guys can see me doing that. I'm just trying to put my Misty back. I don't think I'll get rid of any of my tools anytime soon. Just because I like having tools, and you know, I invest in them because I'm curious enough about them to try and use them. But ooh, I like this because it's so lightweight, and I've been making more cards now anyway. But this is fun, like this two-door thing. And yeah, you see I put the paper down on purpose so that if I had any ink on it still, it would come up to onto the paper. So anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.